just want to go over a little bit of his history because that's why he's getting his cardiology appointment Monday. Hey guys, so he needs occupational therapy and not physical therapy, and apparently people mix them up all the time. I just assumed because he was having trouble up the rock climbing the wall that it was more toward physical, but apparently it's more towards occupational. And we got 3 appointments made already, but one I'm gonna have to reschedule because I have something with my daughter, and then I have all this to fill out. Yay! They're pretty cool. He even got a t-shirt. Since we just got done with this therapy appointment, it's obviously Friday, but Monday's vlog will be in here too. I just want to go over a little bit of his history because that's why he's getting his cardiology appointment Monday. So he was 2.5 when he got a developmental pediatrician. The doctor didn't seem to care that I was autistic. He kind of like brushed it off. He didn't think that Augustus was autistic. In fact, nobody thought he was autistic but me and my mother, but my mom's used to me, so there's that. So at 3, I ended up going around all the doctors to a psychologist, and he got diagnosed at 3 years old. Well, I came back to the developmental pediatrician with it, and he looked a little shocked. But on his first appointment with that same doctor, he was diagnosed with microcephaly on the spot. So since he came back as being autistic with microcephaly, he seemed a little concerned. Then later found out that he had hypotonia. He got a little bit more concerned, and he started doing gene testing. The first one was, I think, was called a microarray or something for mutations or deletions or something. Only on him though, and he had nothing. Then the second one was a gene test done on me and him to see if he carries anything on my side, or we have some type of gene issues. They would do the bio dad, but he's not involved. They were gonna do Tim, and I'm just like, he's not the bio dad. How is that gonna work? He's like, thanks for telling me. Some people don't tell me, and then it comes back weird. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out too well. And then later, as I mentioned in previous video, we carry a gene abnormality. We also carry a second one. The gene abnormality is AUTS2 gene dysfunction, and I guess it can also be called I don't know. It's called syndrome, AUTS2 syndrome. Sorry, should have wrote that down. Anyways, this gene can cause basically every issue that's wrong with me and my son. It can cause autism and other developmental or psychiatric issues. It can even cause microcephaly, epilepsy, and cerebral palsy, dyslexia, a lot of them, even schizophrenia. So I got almost everything wrong with me that's on this list. He gets a few, but it was kind of a shocker that it can cause microcephaly, which is probably why he has it. So now, at the next appointment, they're going to test my head. Well, after that came back, he even seemed more concerned, and then he asked me and was a little interested into the autism side of me and my family. And then he wanted to get him a cardiology test done to rule that out, to make sure he has nothing wrong with his heart, because I guess in rare cases with this gene, you can have heart issues or heart defects, and apparently it can really screw you up. So now we're going through that. The carrier we are of is called CTK5-RAP2, and it's also known as primary microcephaly 3, and it's on chromosome 9. So that's where we are. That's why he's getting the test done. But it's been interesting. I feel like the doctor should have asked more into the autism side of me, but I feel like I was disregarded, and I think I get disregarded a lot because I'm a girl, because there still is like the stereotype that girls can't have autism, but I'm not really sure to be honest. But now he seems more concerned now that there's a gene issue going on. So yeah, interesting about us, and kind of nervous. Like, I don't think anything's wrong with his heart personally, but I also don't know because things keep happening with this kid. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the UTS2 gene that's causing us so many issues is on chromosome 7. Also, if he did ask me, I don't know if I could say a whole lot anyways, since I'm still learning about myself, and I actually didn't know I was autistic till my 20s. I was diagnosed at 7, but when I was diagnosed, I was actually diagnosed as PDD, also known as pervasive developmental disorder. It was straightly obvious that I was autistic. Like, I didn't hide it until high school. I was like in my own little world, and like my own business, doing weird things, and kids would bully me all the time, and it was not a fun time. I wish I knew why I was so weird. Now I do. I was probably 20 when I found out that I was even autistic, and I had to do a lot of research, and I'm still learning about myself. So some of the things I try to inform people of on autism, I sometimes have to research it to make sure I got the right wording and like all the facts are correct, because I have a hard time getting things out into words. Apparently I script more than I thought. So this could be why I'm having a hard time with sit-down videos. So I'm going to start trying to write it down and scripting it, and maybe that'll help. Because I did have one on sensory processing disorder, and that did not go so well. But there's a lot of information into it, and then a lot that I forgot. And then I had to do that video like 20 million times because I couldn't get the words out, and it was a nightmare. So, lesson learned. Also, finding information on these genes was extremely hard. I still can't find anything on microcephaly 3 gene, so luckily we're just a carrier and it isn't the one causing us most issues, but it's still kind of frustrating that I can't access any information. The one on chromosome 7 that is causing us all of our issues was easier to find information on, but I still don't know a whole lot about it yet, so I am still constantly researching it and trying to find as much information as I can about it. So it's not Monday yet, it's Sunday, but we got this interesting wheel thing. What's that called?
Tractor rim. Tractor
rim thing. Turned it into our own DIY fireplace. Or not fireplace, campfire thing. And my boyfriend had this. He's really into camping. And then got some marshmallows and we're going to try to roast it. Gus is being good, just sitting there. Say hi, Gus. And there's our fireplace. This house is so old that there was like a side right there, and all he had to do really was like kick it, and it like broke, and he got all the brick that's underneath it. The first functional phrase ever that he's ever said so far was yesterday, and it was, "It's hot today." And he started doing this by his chair, and he said, "It's too hot today. I play inside." Well, first he said, "I play inside," but I had to decipher that, and then he said, "It's too hot today," and I just recognized it from yesterday. He almost locked me inside. So I only was able to roast 2 marshmallows, which is fine, because shortly after that he wanted to go inside. But I could not stand that it was getting sticky. I can't stand the texture of sticky things. It drives me absolutely nuts. And I can't stand weird feelings on my fingers. So I was just done by that point. And that's fine, because shortly after that he wanted to go in. But it is pretty cool. Do you see the cat down there? I think he's sneaking his way to the table. This cat keeps stealing my child's food. Knock it off. Hey guys, it's officially Monday, and it's kind of a busy day. What was that? Sit down. Okay, he's buckled in. We are heading out to take him to ABA. We're running a little late. because neither of our alarms went off. Actually, I don't think I set mine. I usually rely on his.
I think I turned mine off on accident.
I might have to start turning mine on.
No.
But after that, whoa, it's bumpy, guys. After that, we are going to the doctor's. I have a doctor's appointment about pain, and I can't wait to see her because I got like things wrong with every part of my body now. And then we pick him up to ABA, and Gus goes to his cardiology appointment. I was supposed to have a hair appointment today too, but it got canceled because apparently she doesn't do the vibrant colors, which when I was looking on their Facebook page, I didn't really see many. So I guess it doesn't surprise me. I got another place I'm going to try that is known for its vibrant colors. And I might need an energy drink or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tired. But let's get the day started. Even though we're late, somehow we're still early. Anyways, we forgot we had to pull in the back now. So we stopped in the front first. And then remembered we had to go in the back, and Gus was about to trip out. He's like, "No, I see Bree." I'm like, "We're going to see her, but we'll go in the back." And then he goes, "Okay." I got an energy drink. So, yay. So, for those of you who haven't been at my last two lives, I tried to go live Thursday and I tried to go Friday because I just figured out how to do it on the computer. And both days, on the first video, it cut me out after like a few sentences and said copyright and inappropriate content. But it was just me. I don't understand, but if it keeps doing that, I probably won't be going live on there much. I'll continue to be on YouNow. And for those of you who don't know what YouNow is, it's another live streaming platform, and it's completely free. And you get bars and stuff, and be able to give your favorite streamer likes or whatever, and you get 20 free likes a day. And you get like so many bars a day. And like I said, it's completely free. And my name on there is Amy, AMI _ OLCS Squad. No, OLC Squad. Sorry. It's early, and eventually I'll be back to my normal name, but I decided to do that for right now because a lot of people I was hanging out was doing it. And I'm also thinking about homeschooling, which was what my last live stream was about when it decided to cut me off. And all the new rules that's going around schools and busing and COVID, and the fact that our schedule is always pretty hectic because it's starting to move back up, and I have visits with my daughter in another town. It just kind of makes sense with everything going on. So we're going to give that a go, and I got to make a few calls for that. I'm also on TikTok, which is the same name as my YouTube, and I post a lot of videos on autism and things like that over there too, so if you want to check that out, that'd be very cool. I pulled out my cloth mask because I'm never wearing a hospital one again. Problem is that right when they touch my face, I have this stinging feeling all around my face, so it really hurts. But the hospital ones burn so bad that I barely could tolerate it. I hate having so many sensory issues during a pandemic. But I bought my first mask, and hopefully I'll start wearing one more because it's Jack Skeleton! I have an obsession, you guys. I'm obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas, and I have like tons of stuff around my house, and now I have a mask that will hopefully be here soon. For some reason I can't see very well when my mask is on. Right now I'm waiting for the doctor because I tend to go the other way where there's people because I don't like crowds. I got in trouble because I actually went past the place where they take your temperature, and then we had to check in and wait, and I had to go back by myself. I'm in a gown now, and they're going to do an EKG. he's not leaving yet, and now I'm talking where there's people around, and I feel really weird. But anyways, that was not the best doctor's visit ever. I'll give you that. We were trying to go through what I might need. I'm like, I don't know. All I know is I have a kid that has all these appointments, so I never get time for myself. And I just like broke down in tears because I honestly am frustrated with my body, and being able not to move sucks, y'all. It sucks. Well, they did do the EKG. Luckily, my heart is fine. But she put an order in for me to call physical therapy and try to get some orthotics. I have to see her back in 6 weeks from now to check my thyroid, see if that's okay, all okay. She is putting in an order for anti-inflammatory medicine for me to take as needed and to try to take it every day. So that's where we're at for me now. And not my proudest moment, but I did break down in tears. I'm just like that frustrated, y'all. That frustrated. It's also kind of frustrating just because people push you to do what they want, and they just look at you like you're lazy, or you know, that I just don't want to do anything. But it's because I'm in so much pain. I just can't do everything that people want me to do. And this could even go to like doing dishes or, you know, vacuuming. I have a hard time pushing the vacuum. I struggle. So it's very annoying being this sick because people just don't understand. People don't understand. People don't even know why I struggle with the other struggles I have with autism. Because people only see what they want to see. And eventually I get sick of fighting people because they don't want to do it, but yet they want me to do it. So, oh my goodness. I've had to do this clip a couple times because I keep forgetting the radio was on. But because we can't stop by home to eat, which is in another town, we've got to be somewhere by 1, we stopped by Poncheros for lunch before we would pick up the kid. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I love Poncheros. We used to eat there a lot before the whole COVID thing happened. And now we're trying to save money to get stuff done for the house. But things are starting to pick up again, so we're now eating out at least once a week again, because sometimes we got so much stuff going that we can't stop by home to eat like we usually do. Plus it's in a different town, and a lot of our appointments and stuff are in the city that we moved from. So I'm kind of excited for this burrito though. But for those of you who don't know what Poncheros is, it's a Mexican restaurant, and the burritos are huge. It has like rice, queso, chicken, corn, beans, I can't remember what else. It's so good. That's how big they are. I already devoured mine while he was in somewhere, because I'm going to have to help the kid with his, but they're pretty huge. And filling. Okay, let's talk about the new rules for a second, and why it's not completely ideal for special needs families. So, me and Tim went in there, and we had to have our masks, duh, and only one parent could go back there. And I'm usually the parent back there because I'm the primary caregiver, I'm the only bio parent, and I try to keep all his stuff together, so I'm like the organizer. Well, when we finally go back in for him to have his EKG, he fights. Usually, you can't keep the clothes on him. Well, he wouldn't let us take his shirt off. And I was running out of energy. So I'm like, can I have Tim come back? He has more strength, and he's too strong for me right now. She said, yeah. So now I'm out here, and he's in there. And this is why we're both usually in there together, in case we have this problem. And sometimes I'm just too weak. I can't get rid of that fact, but I'm 2-week today, and it's just freaking ridiculous. So now I'm out here waiting. I'm freaking annoyed. And then my mask is so big that it keeps falling off my face. And then it got so hot and itchy from trying to mess with Gus. And I'm just done with today. Done. Well, the cardiology appointment can't be done because he got too violent and almost kicked the nurse in the face. So they came out pretty quickly. So
He kicked the nurse in the chest.
yeah, they're going to try to set something else up with the developmental pediatrician and see what to do, because this isn't working. It's not happening. So frustrating. Tim couldn't even keep him held down. So that tells you how strong he's getting. Also just learned from the special ed coordinator that they are putting a survey out today or tomorrow about remote learning. So I can get him full remote learning through where he's already enrolled at. So I'll try it that way instead of taking him out and enrolling him in something else, since, you know, I'll restart the process. So after that, they're going to put it in his IEP, so he'll have an IEP meeting sometime in August to put it in there. So that's where we're at with the homeschooling right now. Hope it works. So the developmental pediatrician called, and that's such a long word. I might just start saying DP. Yo, the DP called, and we are going to see what to do at his DP appointment, which is in September. So we have like 2 months, but it's like, I think September 3rd or something. So it's like not that far away. And one of the options was to up his clonidine before we go to the appointment, but I don't know how that's gonna work, and I don't know what other options was. That's the only option that the lady told me when she called me back. So I don't know, but it sounds like he might have to be sedated, and this is all a mess. And today's been so stressful, and now I have a headache. Well, we are home, and I think I'm going to end the vlog here. It's been so stressful, and my brain hurts. I might have to take some Tylenol or something. I don't know. And I feel defeated today from both appointments, and I just want to break down and cry again, but I'm trying not to. Anyways, until next time. Bye, guys.